What's going on? Midway Piper here. Hope all is going well. Update time. Actually, I want to show you something really cool. If you're into EDC stuff, I just got a new flashlight. Pretty cool. It's the Olight. Can you see? No. I don't know if it'll show up. It's the Arc Pro. And of course, I got a wolf engraved on it. There it is. Maybe you can see the Arc Pro now. Not really. Okay. Well, anyways. So it's like a flat-ish flashlight. And Olight has these magnetic chargers on the bottom of them. So that's kind of cool. But they can also be a pain because you don't always have it with you. So this one also charges. USB-C. And it's got, you can't even see it there. That's all right. It's got a regular flashlight, like a, regular flashlight. It's got a floodlight on it. It's got a green light, laser pointer, and it's also got a UV light on it as well. And you just toggle this, and then that's your power button. It's your UV light. So, the thing's pretty bright. Housekeeping. I am smoking my Morgan Bones Mini Lumberman. And in it, some H.H. Burley Flake. Just decided to spoil myself a little bit today. So. All right. So I haven't heard anything else about my car from insurance as far as estimated value or anything like that for it. It's a 4Runner, so I'm guessing somewhere between $25,000 to $30,000. Seems pretty fair. It did have 100,000 miles on it, so there's that. Which again, for a 4Runner isn't a lot, but you know. So I went car shopping yesterday with my wife. And I had my mind set on a Toyota RAV4. I wanted a hybrid. Better fuel efficiency. The 4Runner was my cool kid car. I loved the heck out of that thing. I still do. But 17 miles per gallon sucks. So I wanted something with better fuel efficiency. I didn't need anything as big anymore. Part of it was my job at work, which has since changed, so I don't need as much space. When I go out, a lot of times, I take my dog with me. He had a full-size bed in the trunk of the 4Runner. And I wanted to maintain that, a full-size bed for him, so he has plenty of space in the trunk. So the RAV4 seemed like it was going to be a great fit. Good trunk space, slightly smaller, have as a hybrid, cool. Well, I was looking around online at inventory dealers, and I don't know what is happening with Toyota. They just don't have many. Now, really, I wanted to look at the 26 RAV4 hybrid. They don't even have a release date for that yet. In fact, when I was looking around at dealership inventories, the vast majority of it are either in production or in transit. And those are still 25s, the 25 hybrids. There's really nothing in inventory at any of the local dealers for even, I mean, when I say local, I mean, I expanded the range out to like 50 miles. It's nothing really available. I don't want cloth seats or a light interior because of my job. It would get disgusting very quickly. And things just weren't available. So I was like, all right, let's just go to a dealer. They got one incoming that might be of interest. So I went there. I was like, if I can test drive something, even if it's not what I want, make sure I like the drive of the car. Cool. So I went. Turns out the incoming one in transit was already purchased. Someone had bought it already. So there goes that. He goes, oh, there's another one coming in. It'll be here probably mid-December. I was like, yeah, that's stretching it a bit, considering insurance is covering my rental car right now. That's really at the end of what they'll cover. And if there's any sort of delays, and then I was like, also a light interior I can't do it. Can't do it. And he goes, oh, it was a silver one, which I wasn't crazy about, and also a light interior. I was like, nah, not gonna work. So he's looking around at inventory at other dealers. There's nothing. There's nothing. So I was like, all right, well, what do you have non-hybrid? If you can get me a good enough deal on a non-hybrid, that'll make up for the less fuel efficiency. If you didn't know, this is the 25 is the last year the RAV4 is going to be made non-hybrid. Going forward, they'll all be hybrids. So I was like, all right, let's see if I can get a decent enough deal on a gas one. Okay. So they had a couple on the lot. And they offered a deal on it, but it was still steep. It was still pretty pricey as far as I was concerned, considering they're not going to make the gas anymore. It's end of season, end of the month. We test drove it anyways. The passenger seat, the front passenger, has no adjustments other than forward and backward. And my wife, who is not tall by any standard, the seat sits so high up, it was hard to get in without smacking your head on the roof of the car. And that's the first time that's ever really been an issue. But there's no height adjustment on the seat. I drove it anyways. It was okay. But obviously, not obviously, my car is the family car. So if we all go out, we go in my car. So that would have been a continual problem for my wife. And, like I said, the price, it wasn't that great of a deal. So I was like, we'll think about it. We left. Very nice salesman, though, to be honest. We walked in, we talked with him, and he was talking all the great things about the hybrid over the gas. And I was like, yeah, you're even, you'd even prefer the hybrid. So great guy. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. Did not get the sleazeball feeling that I was expecting walking into the dealership. So that was pleasant. I would have been very happy if they had a car. I wanted to buy it from him. All right. So we left. On the way home, we passed by a Honda dealership. And if you know anything about cars, the Honda CRV is the comparable vehicle. Hondas have good reliability like Toyotas do. They have had a hybrid technology for a very long time, pretty much as long as Toyota has had a hybrid technology. And the 26 models of the CRV are already on the lot. So we stopped in and test drove a CRV hybrid. And I had no complaints. Fuel mileage was about the same as what the CRV was going to get, or the RAV4. Super comfortable ride. Pretty much, like I said, the 4Runner was my cool kid car. My list, especially after the deer totaling my 4Runner, I have a very simple list of things. I wanted a comfortable car. I wanted a safe car. Toyota, but also Honda, some of the highest safety ratings. I'm not huge on technology in the car, to be honest. I don't need lots of things. So this car has more than I would have liked, but new cars being what they are, I didn't want to deal with used car shenanigans. I don't want to get a used hybrid. That's for sure. At that point, there was just, we were both happy with the car. It does what we want. Safe, reliable. There's no real downside to it. So we ended up putting a hold fee on one. They had a color I liked on the lot, so I put a hold fee on that. We'll get a down payment together, and next week we're going to go pick it up. So, yeah. It's got a good sized trunk for the dog. It's got not a big sunroof, but one nonetheless. Which, if you didn't watch my previous video, all of the airbags in my 4Runner deployed when that deer went flying into the car. And there's a powder. I don't really know what it is, if it's a desiccant or whatever, but there's a powder that just filled the cabin when the airbag went off, the steering wheel one specifically. And we couldn't breathe. And we couldn't, because the side curtain airbags, we couldn't really get to the door handles to open windows, and they were blocked anyways by the airbags. So being able to pop that sunroof open, it suctioned out all the powder, and we were able to breathe finally. I never would have cared about a sunroof. It was included in the 4Runner when I bought it. I never would have looked for one. That specific incident made a sunroof non-negotiable for me. No matter the size, it made it non-negotiable. So it has a small sunroof on it. Yeah. It's just a good quality, safe family vehicle. Um, the only change that I am going to have them make to it, I figured I'll have them do it before I pick it up. It's getting that time of year. I'm going to have them put snow tires on it. All season, all terrain, off-roady tires, kill gas mileage. That's what I had 24/7 on my 4Runner. But also, when you drive those year-round, treads wear down faster, and then come next winter, you don't have as good treads. So I'm gonna get a set of snow tires, put that on there. Only because regardless of the weather situation, I have to be able to get up to work. So if it's, snowed out heavily overnight and the roads aren't great yet, doesn't really matter. I still have to get up to work and plow out up at work. Not with my car, but I have to get up there anyways. So I'd rather, and I live in a very hilly area, lots of windy roads, narrow roads. So it's not worth taking the risk of not having good winter tires on, especially on a new car. So that's where we're at. I don't necessarily know that I expected to close on a car our first day out looking, but my wife was not surprised. At the end of the day, vehicle costs are really expensive. This hybrid cost about the same as my 4Runner did in 2019. And it's got more features than the 4Runner did. So, as far as vehicle inflation goes, just to give you an idea, I bought my 4Runner in 2019, fully loaded, the TRD Pro, and it was $40,000 in 2019. That same vehicle today is over $70,000. So, if that gives you some idea. So I was not upset with the price. But I mean, when you look at different car companies, right? So Mazda was really the only other, maybe. Their quality is, from what I understand, has gone way up from where they used to be. Anything from Stellantis, Dodge, Jeep, all of those, horrendous quality. Hyundai, Kia, horrendous quality. Ford, Chevy, not good quality anymore. Not great quality really, and overpriced, very overpriced, in my opinion. I don't want a luxury brand. Nope, no interest in that. So, where does that leave? A Honda, right? And when you think of quality made cars, the two top brands you think of are Toyota and Honda. So, that's where we're at. Maybe I'll show you guys when I get the new car. But yeah, that was all of yesterday. That took the whole day. Yeah, that's where we're at. So, Honda CRV, hybrid. Be picking it up next week. Probably Friday. But Could be as early as Wednesday. We will see. But yeah, that's it. Looks like it's going to rain again, so finish up this pipe and I'm going to head on in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.